Okay, so we got the door panel here, getting ready to hang it. So I already connected. You see where the factory plug is? So then I got the wiring harness, just plug it right on in. Okay. Connected these two connectors for the micro switches. All right. Then we got this piece here, because that gooey stuff on there. Once we get this on, I can reach under here and pull this through. Okay. So now we got to hang it. Remember, we got these 3 tabs on here, and you got to hang it here. Okay. So what we're going to do is take the door panel. We're going to, those metal clips in here, we're going to hang them on the edges here, kind of hook it around the back here, and then push it down. Sometimes you might have to push in it a little bit and then get them to hook over and then down. Same thing with here. I know this one's going to be really tight here. So you just want to take it, push it in and push down, and then you'll see it hook. If it doesn't hook, it'll pop back out again. So let me go ahead and get this hung. All right, so we have the door panel back on. Like I said, 3 clips, 2, 3. Sometimes it'll be very difficult to get this on. Just be patient with it. Take your time, go slow. The gaps should look like this. Okay. If it looks any bigger than that, like I said, it'll be loose here. It'll want to come off, but see how firm it is? It's stuck on there, so it's hooked. It's good. And as you're putting this on, you want to make sure that there's mounts, these tabs that are sticking out here, that they're not on the outside here as you're trying to push this on, because you'll tear this leather up. Okay. All right. And the same thing with underneath. Those tabs under there, make sure they're on the outside of the door panel. Let me show you. Like this. Sometimes they'll get caught underneath. Okay. So these are good to go. All right. All right, and here's our cable. So if it's not right in this area, you can stick your hand through here and just kind of fish it through here and just pull it back out here and get it ready to go. And then here's our wires. They're already there for the micro switches. Okay. So now what we want to do is go ahead and let's get this bolt put back in here. Okay, so I went ahead and put the screw in there. The thing is, though, I didn't snug it down yet. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 screws on the bottom and the 2 screws in here and get those all started. That way, if I need to shift it or move it around, this won't be too tight and I can't move it. So let me get everything started first. Once everything lines up, then I'm going to tighten everything down, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I got all the bolts, the 3 bolts on the bottom. They're in, they're tightened up. I've got the 2 bolts in here. 1, 2 down there. They're tightened, got covers on them. And then I have this bolt here. It's in and it's tightened up. Okay. A little trick, if you have like where you're trying to put a screw in or something, and then the holes don't quite match up between the panels. Oh, I got my helper here. Hey Blaze, how you doing, buddy? Okay. So, okay, you smell something good? Okay, good boy. Okay, let me finish this, okay? So if you have the holes don't line up, if you try to line them up, you can use a tool like this and just stick it in the hole and just use it to work in there to line up the clips in the back, to line up the holes, and to just push it through and it'll line it all up. That way, when you take this out, a screw will go straight in there and won't have any issues binding up sideways and stuff. So I had to use this on the sides over here for the clips and stuff. So it works pretty good. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and get the door handle and get these micro switches installed. All right, that was the fun part. So we got to take this handle here. install these micro switches. So I can set this down very carefully here without scratching it. Okay, see if I can reach over here. Now I marked one of the wires. Let me see here. There it is. This is the one with the marks. And we're going to take this first. And it's hard trying to hold this camera, so I'm going to do the best that I can. So please forgive me. This is a lot harder than it looks. Okay. So I think I got it here. So let me take this switch. I'll push this in here and slide this over those two prongs there. Okay, there we go. And then there's a clip. Stay, please stay. Oops. Okay. These are the clips. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these clips here. They look the same. Okay. And then you see this groove right there. It's going to go on the inside. There's a groove that runs inside there on the back side of the switch, and this goes in there and it locks into that groove. Okay. So basically it's going to go, see those two little tabs right here? Sticking up. It's going to go between those two tabs. Okay. So basically just take this. God, this is hard. And just slide this like that and push it on. Clip. There it is. See? Let's see if I can focus in on that. There. See? That was really easy. It's not that bad. And then when you lift this handle up, it opens up that micro switch there. And we just got to do the back side. Okay. It's a little bit harder. Not enough room in here. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is take this. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get this here. Okay. So this is going to go on like this. Screw into there. You have the two prongs on this side. So it's going to go. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. I guess I'm going to try and mount this real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so we figured it out now. So this is the second switch. So I already went ahead and put the clip on it and that little mount on there. So this is what it's going to look like. Just put it on just like this, okay? See how the switch looks? That's how it's going to look, the mount on there. Line up the two pins in the two holes. Okay. Put it on. And then you're going to slide that clip on. Just like that. See how it fits in that groove there? Just slide it on. Boom. Okay. And then this is going to face down like this. It's going to go down like this. Down. And then this is going to screw into the hole right there in the side of this handle right here, on the back of the handle. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that now. And then I'll come back. All right, there it is. So it's back in place. So I got it screwed down. The switch is facing down. And that switch is actually for the door lock. So when you pull up on the door lock, it activates that switch. Okay. Let me flip this back over. All right. Yeah, this right here. See? You can hear it click. Listen. When you let go of it, it should click back. Listen. Hear it click back? Okay. These things are finicky sometimes. Okay. So now we're going to hook the cable up. This piece right here. And one thing I should have said before, oops, this is the adjustment for the cable. You don't want this to move because it can actually affect how the door opens. So this is where you adjust it when the cable gets slack in it or stretches. That's how you come back and readjust it. Okay, so you could either take this nut, which I usually do, screw it back on until it touches this one here to keep it from moving, or you can put like a piece of tape over this to keep it from spinning so it won't lose the adjustment. Okay, so it looks like it didn't move, so we're good to go. Okay, so now I'm going to put this. Hold this. Oh, so much sticky stuff in here. Okay, hold on a minute. My goodness. Okay. Okay. So it's just going to go in through the side of the handle over here. See if I can get it in here. I got to feed this underneath here. Okay. Okay. It's underneath like this. Let me see here. Okay. And then let's see if I can do this. Okay. Come on, baby. Hold on a second. Okay. See how I'm sticking this in this hole here? Okay. So feed it in through the hole and then twist it like that. And that's how it's going to look. God, this black stuff is nasty. It's all over my hands. Okay, that's it, really. That's hooked. See? Twist this back. If I can get this in here. Just like that. Okay. We didn't scratch it. Thank goodness. Okay, now take this here. But we need to screw this down first before I do this cable, because I need to move this around sometimes when I put this piece in here. So if this is mounted, this thing won't move around like I need it to. Okay, so let me go get this door pocket here. Okay, we got the door pocket, the one with all the goo in it. Okay, this is all it is right here. Just a piece of plastic. Okay, so now I'm going to take this carefully. Feed this through just like that. Set that down. Okay, we'll clean this up when we're done. Okay. Then we're going to get the screw and put it back in there. Let's see. This one with the two washers. Okay. All right, let me put this in real quick. Okay. So, got that in there, tightened down. Looks good. Now we're going to put the cover, this piece here, with the goo on it. Okay. Just goes down in there like that. Okay. And just kind of push it down a little bit so it'll stick. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's stuck in there pretty good. Okay, good. Okay. And then this is a little bit tricky part here. So you got to open this up like this. I got my finger stuck through here. Push this through here. And then we have that screw that goes through that hole right there. Okay. So let me go get that and put that in now. Alright, so I got the screw in. Now the hole where that screw goes in, it's really big. So don't think something's missing or anything like that. It has a washer on it, and it's designed so it can slide. This thing can move around because you want to adjust it because you don't want the handle hitting around here, okay? Because it'll hit and then it'll gouge it all up, scratch it up. So what you want to do is move it and get it to where you could open this up, adjust it to where it won't hit and where it won't scrape on the sides. Then once you get it, that looks pretty close right there. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, these gaps ain't going to be perfect, but I think that's how it was from the factory right there. So let me go ahead and adjust this, and I'll tighten that screw up. Okay, so I got it snugged up. And, oops. Just make sure you can move it up freely. And it's not hitting, see? It's not hitting on nothing. And that's what you want. You'll hear it scraping as you go. If it scrapes, you're going to have to readjust it again, because it's going to tear it up every time you use it. Okay? So we're not hitting. All right, so it looks good. Okay, now we can go to the cable here. Okay, so what we want to do is push this over here, over the end of the cable. See how this was loose? Just push it over the edge of the cable, over the top of that metal piece on that cable, and then you're going to take this. Let's see if I can focus on this. Okay. And then put this, pull that cable goes through a little groove in there, and then this slides back just like that, okay? And then we got to find that nut that's in here. Okay, it's stuck to the goo. And just put this. If I can get this thing started. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're going to get the 2 wrenches, and then we're going to hold this nut here, and then we're going to tighten this up. And you want to go up this way, okay, to tighten it up. Okay. So let me get the 2 wrenches. Okay, so I already tightened it up, but I'll show you what I did. So just take this wrench here. This one you hold it, don't move it. And then you just tighten this one up here. So you're going to grab it, just go up, just tighten it up. Okay, snug it down really good. And then that's it. And then you're going to check. Yeah. So it's moving the mechanism. Feels good. Nothing's binding up. Okay. Hit a switch. Okay. Well, looks pretty good. And then we can just put the cover on. So let me go get the cover for this armrest. Okay. Here's the armrest. So take this. Just going to hook it right through here. Hook it. And you're going to slide it all the way forward. Okay. Make sure that this metal piece ain't jabbing in the leather, or you don't have it far enough. Make sure these 2 tabs go inside here, and just push down just like that. And that's it. Look. It's nice. Looks nice. Looks nice. So we'll take a little brush. We'll detail this up and wipe this down. Get these fingerprints off. All right. That looks good. Now we've got one more piece. The tweeter. Which here. Okay. And sometimes this cable will get stuck under here, and you'll forget about it. And it's like almost impossible to pull it up through the top here. So what I do is just take like a pry tool, like this here. You can kind of pry this, not too much, pry it a little bit, and then slide this cable over to this groove right here. And once you get it over here, and then you can fish it through and maneuver it and get it to come out. Because that just happened to me. Okay, so let me get this tweeter right here. Then we're going to hook it up. Okay, so I can hold this. Oops. And it just plugs in right here like this. Okay, if I can get my hand in here. If I can hold this. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's it. Just snaps in. Okay. All right, that's it. And basically just hook these 2 tabs over here. Okay. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a tool, or you can take your finger and pull this rubber up. Okay, around here. Just pull it up, and you can push this in as you pull it up around here. Same thing with this too. You take this rubber, just kind of maneuver it up, and then once you get it up over the top of this, and then you can push this in. Okay. So I can't do it holding the camera, so let me go ahead and do that now. All right, there we go. So got it all the rubber around it, so it looks pretty good. All right, another thing we got to watch out too is for this. When you roll the window up, there's a piece in here that will catch on the window, and this thing will just push up like this. So there's like a little tail hanging down. You'll see it if you pull this up right here. Be careful not to rip it. See that little piece right there? See that? What you want to do is there's like a little, you want to stick it right down in this little groove here. It's almost like a little cut that's inside this little molding here. So it fits down inside there. Okay, see, just like that. Because what's happening, it'll stick over here, and the window catches it, and this thing just buckles all up. Okay, so we'll test it out and see if it works. All right, that looks good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so now we're gonna turn the power back on, and we're gonna program the radio and check everything out, make sure this door works and the speaker works.